Good Friday, everyone. Welcome to August. This is Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com producing forecast discussions for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this is the video forecast discussion for Friday, the 1st of August, 2014, and a busy weather weekend on the way. And at sunrise on Friday morning, temperatures are in the low to the mid-60s across most of the regions. They're approaching 70 around the coastal regions now of Ocean and Monmouth and Cape May counties here in New Jersey, and they're in the low to the mid 70s across the river here into the Delmarva region. And moisture is increasing too, with dew points approaching the lower upper 60s and lower 70s in this region here as rainfall is beginning to move into the area. And other than that, we have some haze in the atmosphere this morning across the region, a very light flow across the region as well. That's why the winds are generally calm, and the cloud cover is beginning to increase from the south and the west. Morning pass of the visible satellite imagery this morning shows the clouds now approaching from the south and west. It's generally clear with scattered cloud cover and haze across the region now. Water vapor imagery also showing the increasing of moisture here and lift across the coastal regions here, offshore the Carolinas, and interior sections of the Delmarva region as well into the Carolinas. And this area of lifting here will produce widely scattered showers across the western portions of the region by later this afternoon. And then we await for all of this to congeal, and we'll have more moisture available for showers and thunderstorms late tonight and tomorrow. Latest radar mosaic shows the lifting now occurring to our south and west, and this will be infiltrating some moisture across the region with more moisture dew points across the region as they're already rising this morning. Most of the rain showers will be isolated and scattered in nature north and west of New York City later this afternoon, but more rain is on the way for tonight and most of the weekend on and off, but there will be periods of just stratiform rain around here later Saturday into Sunday morning. It has been a garden variety summer, and as lush as it's been, grasses, chenopod's, nettle, you name it, have been producing and broadcasting moderate levels of pollen, which will be in the air again today, lowering with the rain tomorrow and Sunday, but back up again on Monday with the medium to high levels on Monday and Tuesday of next week. So very little relief in sight for mold spores and grass spores across the region for allergy sufferers. There's no small craft advisories or ocean advisories or land advisories for the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area. Out here in Pennsylvania, we have patchy dense fog reducing visibilities in central Pennsylvania this morning. That should be exiting, and as the rain approaches later this afternoon. Now, small craft advisories may be introduced during the period from late tonight through on and off through the weekend, actually, as periods in onshore flow and precipitation across the coastal waters may be making it to small craft advisory criteria. We'll be monitoring this through the weekend. We have our tropical disturbance now, which has been named this morning Tropical Storm Bertha as of 11 o'clock last night. Right now, coordinates are about 275 miles east of Barbados and the Lesser Antilles Islands. The movement is west-northwest at 20 miles an hour. Maximum winds about 45 miles an hour. Pressure down to 108 millibars here, and this is the graphic from the National Hurricane Center, which sees the storm moving closer to the Bahamas, just south of the Bahamas by 8 p.m. on Sunday, and then recurving as it passes near or over the Bahamas as a tropical storm here by 8 p.m. Monday, well off the coast here, and then off the coast of Bermuda by well away from Bermuda, actually off the South Carolina and North Carolina coast by 8 p.m. Tuesday. And this would also be an indication where we could have an interaction between the trough and cold front moving off the east coast and this storm system being infiltrated into it or deflected away from it with the cold frontal passage. For the aviational weather deck today, we have some IFR conditions and MVFR conditions across the western regions as we have fog and mist and haze across the region. Most of this should be dissipating by about 15Z, about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock this morning. And these would be for mainly Trenton and where you're seeing it right now, the southern Pocono region and out towards Millville and Reading, Allentown, and Trenton as well. Bigger question now, mostly VFR conditions for the rest of the day, will be the timing of any showers or thunder showers. Very low confidence on the timing of any shower or thunderstorm through the day. But if any do move through the terminals, expect a VFR conditions even with the precipitation. Now, the coverage after through 0Z is expected to be too limited to include it in the terminal forecast. Then the chance for showers increases after that and remains isolated to thunder shower after sunset tonight. And expect a risk of lightning to decrease by late evening. For the period between tonight and tomorrow morning, any showers to be very widespread or become more widespread, especially for locations along and east of the Delaware River here, especially around Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, Trenton, Wilmington, Millville, and Atlantic City. MVFR visibilities will be possible with any overnight showers. For Saturday through Sunday, mostly VFR with scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms possible each afternoon. Heavy rain may also occur closer to the coast, and VFR to IFR conditions likely in shower activity. Monday and Tuesday, VFR isolated showers possible on each afternoon. There's a medium confidence of that occurring. Right now at Newark, it's 70 degrees, dew point coming up, 66, humidity 87%. The wind is southwest at 5, overcast conditions, basically VFR in conditions right now. At Philadelphia, it's VFR 2, temperature 72, dew point 67, wind southwest at 3. Very little light steering flow this morning, visibility 10, overcast conditions, but VFR in place. It's probably going to be the first or at least the second weekend of this summer that has not featured generally fair weather. In fact, most of this weekend will offer cloudy skies, some periods of breaks of sunshine. Location is going to be key, and definitely along coastal regions is where the heaviest showers and will be located across the region. And it's basically because we have an offshore cold front which passed offshore. It's a baroclinic zone now. High pressure out into the Atlantic, pushing the front closer to the coast, retrograding it closer to the coast. Waves of low pressure at the bases of the trough moving through. Trough access through the Great Lakes and into interior northeast, but away from the area. So we're on the east side of the trough with the waves of low pressure rotating through the flow, and then of course the retrograding cold front or baroclinic zone off the coast producing showers and thunderstorms. Timing of these showers and thunderstorms and location are going to be very difficult through the period. That's why there's a chance of a paintbrush effect in the forecast for the weekend. It won't be raining in every location all the time, but the greatest threat for showers and even isolated thunderstorms will be around the coastal regions with the maritime flow in place. Most of the thunderstorms will not be severe, just producing convection and moderate to heavy downpours. Tropical air mass in place, precipitable water values increasing to better than 2 inches, so showers and thunderstorms will be training in a flow that will be light from the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere, so producing pretty darn close to high amounts of water across the region where ponding and urban flooding is possible, where cells continue to train over the same location. The NAM forecast model mainly keeps things dry, mainly with the first wave here minoring out by tomorrow morning, late tonight, some showers over the western portions, a greater threat for those lighter rain showers across the Delmarva, and then by tomorrow, the showers blossom across the entire forecast region. This is the widest area of coverage of rainfall from tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon and evening. And then the trough axis pushes through on Saturday and Saturday night and Sunday, and another trough approaches with disturbances in that, and isolated showers and thunderstorms, isolated showers basically, or light thunderstorms move through the region, and then dry conditions on Sunday. Right now, most of Sunday could turn out to be dry in most locations with breaks of sunshine. That would boost temperatures from the 70s back into the 80s. So where temperatures are going to be in the 80s, we're going to need sunshine to penetrate. Where lots of low clouds and rain occur, temperatures will hold into the 70s with an onshore flow. So location is going to be key. It won't be a washout for all regions across the region this weekend, and we just want to point that out. GFS forecast into motion. We can see our trough axis here across southeastern Canada, and we're on the eastern side of it here with waves of low pressure, an inverted trough here across the coastal regions, and that brings the cold front back towards the region, or the baroclinic zone back to the region. High pressure trying to fight off, but the baroclinic zone is right along the coast here, so threats for tropical moisture and heavy downpours increase with scattered convection. Now, most of the GFS model keeps the precipitation further offshore. The NAM model brings the precipitation closer to the coast. It's quite a variance between the two, still this close into the forecast. So some areas may not see too much rain at all, while other areas just get downpours of tropical nature that just continue. Right now, the GFS keeps this offshore and keeps the lighter rain and clouds in the coastal regions for Saturday morning into Saturday afternoon and Saturday night, and then eventually the trough axis swings through with more disturbances in it, but most of the precipitation looks to be away from the region, maybe the southern Delmarva region, and most of the weekend turns out to be okay, especially late Saturday night and Sunday morning. But that's not the latest consensus of the guidance. This is just one of the operational models. Generally, we're just going to have to wait and see which areas receive it. Other disturbances will move through the flow, and then the cold front will move through the region. Then we have to watch out for Bertha here as it makes its way off the coast, well away from Bermuda. The interaction of that and the baroclinic zone and the trough axis moving through either deflects Bertha away or increases the tropical moisture boundary along it and keeps it offshore. And the cold front moves through the region on Tuesday. High pressure tries to build back into the region, but still, this is a very convoluted forecast and showing a lot of variability in this solution as well. Once this whole thing clears out, high pressure builds into the forecast region for later Monday night through Tuesday and Thursday, providing generally fair weather and seasonable temperatures. So that's it for August 1st. We'll be back bright and early with our normal schedule resuming on Monday. For Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. No matter what the weather is this weekend, you make it a pleasant one.